Give it a minute. Let people get on in. All right. I'm gonna share this Joan for a minute.
Share this Joan with this Joan.
Joan. Yeah, the volume is 12. All right. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you share the class with all your friends.
Right way, man. Starting it off the right way, man. Everybody doing all that other stuff. I don't know what they doing right now, but we doing this.
Right. All right. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Dom to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Dom Hashem Yahushua to all the sisters. Priest and officer 1,000 Zarwai. Got with me. Priest and officer 1,000 bars I.S.U.P.K. All right, we're holding down the Sabbath service. Once again, we're going back into the Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. All right, going over these curses. All right, the cursed out here, you understand, because of the wicked, evil holiday. You know, we're going after the heathen customs. As you can see, we got Santa Claus, you know, on the news over here. You know, and this is what we need to start to understand is that we need to start, you know, bringing death to Christmas and all these heathen customs.
Wow.
Like the whole reason Deuteronomy 28, you know, the 28th chapter from the 15th verse on down applies to us is because we go into things like this. We're going to celebrating heathen customs. We're going to, you know, telling our children lies, and like Deuteronomy 28 and I believe 16 or 17 says, curse shall be the fruit of thy body, man, because we pass these generational curses on down. And I believe GEN.YAHANNA was bringing out on Thursday, you know, and when the Pharisees and Sadducees was coming to Christ talking about, you know, eating with unwashed hands, and Christ said, you keep the traditions of men, like this is tradition of men, and y'all people in the world want to hold strong to the traditions of men. You want to go and celebrate Christmas and be around that Thanksgiving turkey and that ham, but you don't give, you don't care. Let me keep it clean. Y'all don't care about God's commandments, and that's what Christ was cutting the Pharisees and Sadducees with, and it's still a cut to this day. You understand? Y'all want to keep the traditions of men rather than to hear what God actually has to say. All right, so with that being said, I mod him just a minute up here. We're going to call up our first brother. All right. Let's get Shabbat first. Go ahead and state your registry. Oh, so you mind blowing the horn, sir? Shabar Azakia, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
All right. I'm going to give it one more, sir. Like Officer Barzal was saying, man, you're starting the day off right, coming into the Sabbath service, you understand? Right. The heathens are going, you know, and our people are going strong for this, you know, so-called holiday, when you should be in here celebrating the real high holy days of the Lord. You understand? Being in here. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Shalom, which means to Israel.
All right, and with that, I Majum, everybody. One walk with them, which means turn and face the east. All right. I'm sending up the prayers. We're going to send them up in Hebrew first, like always. You want the Hebrew, sir?
Oh, you got to take it.
Come. All right. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakotka. Daba'ah. Atzaka. Ayah. I.S.U.P.K. Baratza. Kawod. Ayah. Bashemayim. Tananawa. Nakam. Kal. Yawom. Wasalak now. Kabawat now. Kasalak now. Kabawati now. Wala'ah. Abiyai now. Wanasai wood. Abo. Hawashai now. Mayud. Ra. Kayub. Lakub. Amalakwa. Waha'alab. Watapara. I will love you. Amen.
What we said in English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Charge heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
Our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
Deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power, the hakak in Hebrew. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Babakasho. Latananawa. Hakak. Narapa'ah. Kamakala. Kamadawo. Hakak. Lataho. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwium. Hamathium. Hakak. Al-Rakawat. Atama Allah. Lagarashad. Bashim Yahushai. Oh, salam.
What we said in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wayashra Allah. Wahabayat. Sapori. Barak. Hashem Yahushua. Warama.
We say it in English. Yahweh.
In
In the name of Yahushua.
the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barak atah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Wa Mayak Allah.
Allah.
Wa Alahayu. Matazaba'ah. Alawap Yohanna. Ha Alawapyum. Ha Sarunyum. Hakwata Zayunyum. Hakaya Yunyum. Wa Ha'akwatium. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Warama.
We said in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Mike.
And
the angel.
And the angel.
Commanding General Yohanna.
Commanding General Yohanna. The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The trooper.
The trooper.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Warama.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ayanya. Al-Hahoria. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izaria. Ma'ah. Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayum, Waratiza, Al Yatun, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawum, Shamorka, Hana, La'a, Yanawum, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawamor, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Shamorka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Alya, Yamyanka, Yawamum, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaika, Wayarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamorka, Kalrai, Yashamor, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Kaza'aka, Wabawaika, Maya Third, Wide Awalum.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in
this time forth,
from this time forward
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Dakarash, Al Dashikwat, Al Kayahana, Awiyabika, Yahama, Yawud, Ra'ash, Imaka, Ya'irayumwa, Sawada, Wayathur, Ya'itazawud, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amorwa, Akawa, Manakakida, Magalia, Mala'a, Yazako, Shamyashrala, I would do, Kaya, now I has a war, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yakub, Barya, Yakurathwa, Alayu, Arawum, Ayashimai, Alayum, Mawa Abba, Wahagarium, Wabo, I'm a one, I'm a lot, Halasha, I'm your Shabia, Tazawo, Gamashuwo, Nalawa, I mum, Ayawo, Sarawai, Nabanyalawat, Salah, I shall hum, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banako, Wayashwan, Ashamadwa, Bayan, Ga'ara, Ayawo, Gaman, La'adatma, Shayatamwa, Nadiyabwa, Kaira, Kazabak, Katazamanan, Kalnasya Kumwa, Ashor, Amorwa, Irashad, Nanawa, Na'awa, Alayum, Alayum, Shayatamwa, Kagawgala, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Alayum, Ka'ash, Naba Ira Ya'ara, Kalaba, Lalahat, Ariyum, Khan, Aradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Gabahalum, Mala'a, Tanya Hum, Kalabun, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Ya'awa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayya Ay, Waya Kapara, Waya Ba,
Badwa, Baya da Iowa, Kaya Ato, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, all your boys, all Kaharataza.
We said in English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
Thy
enemies make a tumble.
Thy enemies make it tumble.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
Consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel,
There be no more remembrance.
they be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom,
And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites,
And Moab.
Moab,
And the Hagarim.
Hagarim,
Gabor.
Gabor,
And Ammon.
and Ammon,
And Amalek.
Amalek,
Philistine.
Philistine,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with
They
them.
have opened the children of Lot.
They have hope in the church of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them.
do unto them
As unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabez.
as to Jabez,
The brook of Kishon.
at the brook of Kishon,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
It became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung to the earth.
Make their noses like Oreb.
Make their nose like a red,
Like Zier.
and like the earth.
Yeah. All their princes.
All their princes,
As the bomb.
as a bomb,
And as Amudah.
and as Yahweh,
Who said.
said,
Take to ourselves.
and take to ourselves
Houses of God.
the house of God
In possession.
in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh, my power,
Make them like a wind.
make them like a
As
wind,
a stomach before the wind.
as a stubble before the
As
wind,
a fire burning the wood.
as a fire burning the wood,
As a flame setting the mountains on fire.
and as a flame set the mountains on fire.
Say persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tent.
with thy temple,
And make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy sword,
Fill their faces with shame.
fill their faces with shame,
That they may seek thy name.
they may seek thy name.
Oh, the house.
Oh, Yahweh,
Let it be confirmed.
let them be confined,
And trouble forever.
trouble forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let it be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish.
That men may know
That men may know
that
that
thou,
thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Oh, the most high
the Most High
of all the earth.
of all the earth. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated.
Hang up soon. It's a double right here, man.
Right.
Hang them up. Stand. Opening up gifts and all that.
Right.
Lying to the children.
Lying to the children.
Right now, so right now, that's what they do. Right now, somebody is telling their father to get the cookies. You understand?
Right.
You understand? They're telling the kids, the children, that's this devil came in the crib right now as we speak, man.
And more importantly, right now as we speak, there's some Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian probably committed suicide because they couldn't get the exact gifts that they needed, or couldn't get any gifts underneath that, you understand, or a child because they didn't get the gift they wanted. And that's the spirit of Christmas, man. That's the spirit of Christmas is death. You understand? Suicide, depression. Like GEN.YAHANNA always brings out, man. That's the real spirit. The real spirit of they like to have you believe, right? Like if anybody watched GEN.YAHANNA's class on Thursday, it was a heavy class. Like I think y'all should go watch it. You understand? He brought out how the notes, the very notes in the songs, man, is all to hypnotize your mind. And this has been studied and proven. It's not something he just came out and said. It's not something GEN.YAHANNA came out and said. You understand? He proved it with science. You understand? How they show that they use these notes. You understand? And all these songs and repetitions with the whole jingle bell and all that stuff. It's all for repetition with the notes to make you feel what's the word, euphoric,
You understand? To make you feel, you get into that spirit of nostalgia. You understand? You get into that spirit of nostalgia, and now you start to think about your past and how your Christmases went, and you want to make sure that your Christmases for your children is better. So you'll do anything to go out and get them what they need. You understand? And it drives depression when you can't do it, and when you're struggling to do it. You understand? And this is why we're in, these curses that we're in, because we want to go out and do dumb stuff like this, like Christmas, man. When the Lord said, that this was a heathen custom, not to even follow after it. You understand? So, it's time to do away with Christmas, man. It's time to, let Santa Claus hang like he's doing, man. You understand?
Right. If I could, it's all right. Exactly what he's saying. It's spiritual. All this is spiritual. Like I said, Philadelphia said that we the sixth. Number 6 in capturing the Christmas spirit. But then again, we look at the statistics and the homicides, 530. Young brother, the young man Dell just said that it was 7 people were killed yesterday on Christmas Eve. So again, it's the murderous, you understand, the death, the murderous spirit, the spirit of death, all that, man, all that is floating around right now, and again, just pay very close attention in these times. It's always in these times until the quote unquote New Year's. Even still after that, but right now, people experience is like on a high rise. You understand? People feel like they want to satisfy everybody. They want to do everything to make people happy, right? It's just like we're trying so hard and doing so much to make other people happy, the children happy, your wife happy, your husband happy, grandma, whatever, auntie, uncle. But nobody want to do what the Lord wants to make the Lord happy. You understand? We need to continue to do what the Lord wants us to do. Let's show and prove ourselves to the Lord, our love for the Lord. People say, I'm doing it for the kid. Right. Man, come on, man. Come on. Children have become our precious, man, at this point. We doing all this for the children, man. What are we doing? What are we doing for ourselves? We're going to raise up a nation of, rebellious children. Right. You know what I'm saying? Christmas makes people selfish. You understand? It's the same thing as, with birthdays, man. You understand? Giving these children this spirit of this wicked man. You understand the whole philosophy behind it. People will say, oh man, my Santa Claus ain't white. My Santa Claus black. Okay, St. Nicholas was a black man. We will do the research. He was a brother. But the whole spirit, or just changing it up, trying to put a black skin on Christmas, and you still want to give away gifts, it's still the same spirit, man. You understand? People talk about celebrating Hanukkah, right? It's supposed to be, there's so much going on, man. You can't just be wise and pay attention to the times right now. You see people what the spirit is behind and what's really going on here in this world, man. They say we're gonna continue to get destroyed because of stuff like this. We'll continue to get, be drug dealers, whoremongers and whores and pimps and all that until we come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, man. We're gonna be doing the same thing. The world will be doing the same thing next year. You understand? They'll be doing the same thing. We ain't saying it again too. You understand? Like we ain't stopping nothing. We gonna kill Christians every year until Christ comes back.
And that spirit of selfishness, like Sabbath is always bringing out, man, it's real, man. And that even suicide during this time is selfishness, like GEN.YAHANNA was bringing up. You understand? Like you don't care nothing about nobody that loves you. You understand? It like he was saying, it doesn't hurt nobody that doesn't like you. It only hurts the people that do love you when you commit suicide. Right. And that spirit is carried on and pushed our. How many of us have in the world, when we brought home gifts and put them underneath that tree, we couldn't afford the good stuff, and you see children with that selfish where they don't like the gifts they got, so they get depressed. When we should teach them, like the scripture says, train up a child in the way they should go. Like let them know, like, hey, you don't deserve nothing, man. You understand? You don't deserve nothing until you prove yourself to the Most High God. You understand? And we've taught our children that materialistic things is what matters in this world, and it's all through Christianity. You understand? So, let's go ahead and get started. Deuteronomy 28th chapter.
All right, we was at verse 38. Shabar, if you could go ahead and start with the Hebrew. If it's easier, you can do it on your blue letter. You have one?
I'll just use
Okay. Yeah.
He says 20th chapter
And the 38th verse. All right, so it's gonna start right. Yep.
that's but I
That's the ka.
tell you something right here.
Yeah, right there. Right there. So see these dots right here? That's the end of the verse.
Okay.
So that's the end of verse 38. So the next verse will start there. So every time you see them dots, that's the next verse. So the next verse with 39 would be that'd be 40, the beginning of 40. That's Ra.
Okay. So we got Kara Mawa
Yeah.
Ma Kara Maya Ma
Karam Yum.
Karumium. Got Hata I
That's the Tha.
the to I Ra'ai Baraha.
That's so you see the beginning, that's a wa, right? So the wa is always gonna be pretty much by itself. That's N in the beginning, right? So it'll be wa, I bad tha. Because the that's not a R, that's not a ra.
Wa.
Where's it? Yeah, wa. See that character? That's a da.
Well, I
Bad.
Bada
Bad.
Bad
Bad da.
Bada. Well, ya na
That's wa ya yan.
wa ya yan la hasha ha la hasha
La
la
the shath.
sha
Yeah.
la the la
Where you at?
here, so la
Oh, it's wala.
wala hal
That's a tha.
okay ta
Agar.
agar. We got the kaya
Kaya. Yep.
kaya. Got the a call la
Nah.
na
Not wa.
nawa
Yep.
hasa la I huh
Tha.
uh,
Where-
ha so
You see that character right there with the little tail right there? The little tail. Can you see it? I need it like a pen. Yeah, a pen. So this is, I'm gonna show you the difference, right? Because they all kind of look the same, you know what I mean? But this is the dot. Yeah. What I bought. Appreciate you, my brother. You see that little tail right there? That's a dot. Yep. So
You see that little space right there?
Uh,
That's the ha. You see, let me see if I can find one. So in the other one looks like the ha, but doesn't have that space. Would be the ka, right?
and this.
Yeah.
This right here.
That's the wa.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So that would be wa la a. So it would be and not in English.
Okay. So we left off. Okay, so we got the AUK. It's a little ending at the end. So the AUK. The AUK. Lakalia.
No, it's the kal nawa.
The Alkal Nawa.
Yep.
Hatho I Ha. Warrior.
That's the za. It's almost the same still. You know what I mean? Let me see. Where's it?
Ha. Thou I.
You see this one? It has that little thing right there on the top. That makes it a za. This character right here.
Okay. And the wall is similar, really similar. Right?
That's it's very similar.
Okay. All right. Zaya Thalyam.
Yep.
Yaha Yawa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lada.
Lakha.
Laka.
Yep.
Laka. Baka. La.
Bakal.
Bakal. Kaba. Wal. Da.
No, that's in the beginning is the ga.
Ga. Ba. Wal. Da.
Gaba. Walak.
Gabal. Walak. Wa. Shamai.
Chaman.
Wa. Shama. Na.
Yep.
La. Some. Wald.
That's the sa in the middle, not the ma. So that's wak.
Come. Kaya.
Kaya. Yep.
Kaya. Yashal.
Yep. That's the za in the beginning.
Zaya. Thald.
Tak.
Tak.
Yep.
Kaya.
Ban.
Ma.
That's ban. Yum.
Ban. Yum.
Yep.
Wa. Ba. Ka.
Wow.
Off.
That's waban.
Waban.
Wath.
Wath. The.
The wal yad.
The wal. Yad.
Yep.
Wal. Ah.
Wala'a.
Wala'a. Wala'a. Ha. Wa. Wala'a. Ha. Wa.
Yahai. Wa.
Hai wa. La'a.
Laka.
Look. I'm at 41. 41?
No.
So, okay.
You're in verse 41 yet, but you're right here. Right at the where it says 42? Yeah, right.
Okay, so
That's laka.
Laka. Laka, Kaya, Ya, La,
No, it's Ya.
Yala, Kawa,
Yalakwa.
Yalakwa,
Hmm?
Basha, Kaya,
No, that's the Ba.
Basha, Baya,
Yep.
Ashabaya.
Bash. Yep. This is verse 42.
Kal, Itaz,
I.
Itaz. What's that?
That's the what?
This character is.
That's the Ka. It looks like the Da, right? It looks like the Da. Where? Over here. It looks like the Da because of this, but see how it goes down farther? That makes it the Ka.
Okay.
That's the ending Ka.
Kal, Itaz, Ka,
Tazak.
Tazak. Wapa, Baya,
That's the Ra.
Ra,
So it would be what? Wa Parya.
Karya,
Parya.
Parya.
Yep.
The, my, the, ka.
So it'd be Adam Thak.
Adam, dak. Yeah. Dash.
No, it's Ra.
Yeah. Rash.
Yep.
Yeah, Rash.
Yeah.
Ha. Tazel.
Yep. 43.
Ha. Da. Ra. Hadara.
That's a Ga.
Ha. Ga. Ra.
Hagar.
Hagar. Alsha.
Ashar.
Ashar. Bun. Ra. Bun. Ra.
That's a Kwa. Bakwar.
Quar.
Bak.
Bak. Yeah. I. Laha.
Yep.
Al. Ra. No. That's the ending.
That's the ending. Yep. That's the ending.
Okay.
Ka.
Ayla ka.
You see the Ya in there? The little Ya?
Ayla yak.
Yeah, it'd be Al Yak.
Al yak.
Yep.
Ma'ay laha.
Yep.
Ma'ay laha. 44.
No, that's still 43.
Come. Wa. Alf. Yeah.
No, almost. You're adding the Al, the L sound. That's not in there, but the Atha. So you almost had it right.
Alf.
Well, Ath.
Off. We got the
Ra.
bara.
No,
The ra.
the Rad.
The ra.
Yep.
The rod. Okay, so
That's a good example right there. You see how the dot is straight, and this one the Ra is curved. Yep.
The rod. Ma. Ta. Ha. Mataha.
Mata.
Mata.
Yep.
Mata.
Verse 44.
Hawa.
Yep.
Hawa.
No, just Hawa.
Hawa. Yawaka.
Yeah, I mean you got it right, but it's Yalwak.
Yalwak. Waltaha.
Wa
Wa. Alf.
So it's the same it's the same one we just did.
Come on, come on.
Wa'ath.
Wa'ath.
Yep.
Wa'ath. La. So. Wakar. Wakar.
It's a Thal wa Nawa. Nawa. Yep.
44. Hawa.
Yep.
Yaha.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Laba'ash.
You're adding the ba, it's not in there. That's a ra. Yep.
Laba'ash.
Yep.
Laba'ash. Saha. Yaha.
Yep.
Lana. That's a na.
That's a za.
Laza.
And then that's a na. Wait.
Laza.
Yeah.
Lazabuk. Waba'al.
That's the end. That's the end. Yep.
Come on.
On sign Christ. Clap it up. Down, man. Get it down. All right. Go ahead and take it in the English. Shabor. We're at verse 38.
Verse 38. Come on. Verse 38. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 38. Thou shalt not carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it.
All right, like that's pretty self-explanatory. Once again, it's talking about how we anything we put our hands on, like the Most High said in the beginning, anything we put our hands on it's not gonna amount to nothing. You understand? Anything we try. Go ahead.
It's like the music industry. Jake uses intellectual property, and Esau make billions, while the Jake that made the music still be in debt to the record company.
Yeah, I mean, you see, most of them, they died broke. I know Tupac, he died broke.
Right.
You understand? But yeah, them devils, they make billions off of. That's how you know there is wealth. There is wealth in Black and Hispanic communities. Just look at how much, like I always like to say, Officer Barzo, like the money is not the commodity, the people are, and the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people are that commodity. We are what make that dollar worth anything. You understand? We are what makes that dollar worth, the money that it is. And you can see how much wealth we have. Like we make the oppressor rich through all these, businesses and avenues that they have. We make the Christian pastors rich, the Catholic priests rich. Like they don't have jobs. They literally don't have jobs. Don't have jobs, right? They always tell us on the side of the road, get a job, get a job. Well, your Christian pastors don't have a job, but somehow they have a $6 million home and a private jet. What was that devil's name? Joel Osteen. He had what, 6 million or 600,000 in his ball, man. And where did he get that from? Black and Hispanic people, man. And then the drug dealers were making them millionaires, if not some of them billionaires. You understand? Like there is wealth in the Black and Hispanic community, which goes to show that money is not our solution.
Right.
We have it. We have money.
Right.
It's not our solution. You understand? Like they gave out billions of dollars of stimulus money into our community, billions of dollars. And look, our community stayed the same. That's not our problem. It's not money. Our problem is this: turning back to God, getting back in order with the Most High God, because it doesn't matter how much money you got, no matter what you put your hands on, it's going to be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed. And that's because it's the power of the Most High. Go ahead.
If I could, yeah, you know, as far as, you know, what Zara said, you know, they gave us billions of dollars, man. You understand? And they ain't really do nothing. You know, the crime rate went up
Right.
after these, you know, these handouts. You know, as the Lord said, you know, a gift destroys the heart, man. You understand? And that's exactly what happened. You know, we got these stimulus checks and, you know, the PPPs, and which being under this, you know, this time where a lot of people did lose jobs, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did lose jobs. But also, a lot of people got money who didn't really have no, you know, no, I want to say wisdom with dealing with the finances.
Right.
You understand? These young cats today, you understand, they got checks. And you know what they did? You know what we did? We bought cars and ghost guns, man. You understand? We bought more drugs, man. You understand? What boosted the crime rate here in Philadelphia. You understand? Now, again, we had a 530 homicide rate here in Philadelphia because that gift destroyed our heart, man. You understand? We said, okay, we're going to take the 1,200. And so I'm going to take the 1,200. You understand? Everybody was trying to get the PPP, whatever, the poor people problems. You know, that's what I call them, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people trying to get the PPP loans, and what happened? People getting locked up behind those things, trying to run scams, man. You understand? Trying to get, you know, the power like how this society has. Like Zara was saying, that value, that work is what gives that money value. Yo, you going to work 7 days out the week, 6 days out the week, 8 days out the week. You understand? And you get what you put in. You understand? That's the value. Your time away from your family. You understand? That time that you don't, you know what I'm saying, can't raise up our children. That's the value in that money. You understand? Being slaves here in America. Being, you know, what we would call cattle. You know, being the people who generate this, man. You know what I'm saying? Then a good example for today. You know what I'm saying? A gift will destroy the heart. How many people busting open them presents, man? How many people about to destroy their heart behind gifts, man? You understand? Not knowing that, damn, okay, you know, I ain't doing nothing for the Lord. You understand? Okay, you done raped your niece. You understand? You go ahead and buy her a gift. Maybe she forget. You understand? And it's gonna take a while because it's Christmas. I'm gonna just put it down anonymously, you know, underneath the tree. She won't know I got her the gift. You understand? But you know what? She's going to take that gift not knowing that, you know, this is going to destroy her. She's going to accept it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to accept these gifts today. The world is accepting gifts today, man. Right. Not knowing that it's going to destroy their heart. You understand? This is so important because, again, today, and especially here in UPK, man, we teach it and we taking back our culture because the world has a culture it's destroying. You know what I'm saying? You want to say something, your man?
Right. If I could, he was so heavy about it. My cousin, she just got her mailbox broken into and got her child tax credit check stolen. You know what I'm saying? Her mailbox was just broken open. Usually it's locked with the key, but she got it broken open. Someone stole her child tax credit. And she was kind of upset, like now she can't really get as much for Christmas as well as.
This is the time for thieves to be out. You know what I'm saying? It's a time for thieves to be out because everybody knows somebody got something somewhere. You got something in your car. You know what I'm saying? You got something in your pocket. Give me that. I want it. You know what I'm saying? This is the time for thieves right now. Understand? But look, this is what happens under the spirit of this, you know, this wicked kingdom, man.
If I could add on to that, like how many times back in the days, right? You couldn't even, like after Christmas, you couldn't even put the trash out. You couldn't put the big screen TV box out there. Mm-hmm. You couldn't put them boxes out there because you know somebody's about to hit your house with all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the spirit of Christmas right there. That's the spirit because everybody's depressed and everybody is in need. Right. And if they need and you have, they're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Read on.
Come on. Verse 39. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine, nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. Verse 40. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coast, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine olive shall cast his fruit. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
And that's heavy right there. like we're gonna have sons and daughters, but we want to jump. Like, how many of the sons and daughters end up dead or in prison? By the time they're 18. You understand? We can't enjoy our children because of this captivity, which is gonna go on to say this captivity that we're in. You understand? It destroys our children. It destroys them, man. And the problem is that us as Black and Hispanic men, we need to stand up. You understand? We need to stand up as men. We've been pushed down and held down so long. That's why the scripture says that you can't enter into a strong man's house, but you need to bind the strong man first. And that his possessions will be spoiled. You understand? And that's our children, man. And because we don't stand up as men, we let our women push over us, the oppressor, get us out of the house. Like, we need to stand up as men and start to take back our houses and start to say, you know what, we're done with this. We're done with Christmas. We're done with all this nonsense. Go ahead.
Slacky, sir. Does that captivity also mean like sin?
Sin, yeah.
Like you lose your children, the captivity meaning that the society teaches them these holidays, so they might hate you because they want to celebrate these holidays. So you lose them because they hate you and your teachings and want to hold on to the traditions of this world.
Yeah, that's why, like we brought out last week, you got to be able to say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye. Sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, mamas, grandmamas. Goodbye. You want to keep doing this, then you're gonna. This is one thing you got to tell them, right? Is that you're gonna keep Christmas, you're gonna keep your birthday, but you're gonna lose your son. You're gonna lose your father, and if they make that choice, then so be it. They chose this over you. So you choose this, the truth, over them. You know what I'm saying? So, you got anything? We could read on.
Okay. It says, for they shall go into captivity. 42. All thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Wait, we skipped over.
I started at 41 and read the end of that. For they shall go into captivity. Then I went to 42.
Oh, okay. My fault.
Okay. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
And that's the problem. Is now, this nation of people, man, they're above us. When we was meant, like the Lord said, meant to be above all nations. Now these devils is up over us. And that was a curse from the Most High God, man. You understand? Why do you think? What was that brother, that young brother? I believe he was an Israelite, maybe an Ephraimite. He accidentally crashed because his brakes went, and he crashed into somebody by accident and killed them. And now he's getting prison time. You know what I'm saying? When that she devil went into the brother's house. Remember that story? Shot him dead. Boom, boom, boom. She said it was an accident.
Right.
You understand? But
Right.
she got off on probation or something.
Right.
You see the difference? They're up over us, and we're down below. Keep reading.
Okay. And thou shalt come down very low.
So I can read that again.
Come. And thou shalt come down very low.
Very low, man. Like it. Listen, that's what we have right now.
Right.
That's where Adam was. That's where Adam was. When the Lord said He rose him up from the dust, being in a low state, man. That's where we at right now, the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We very low, man. We at the dust.
Right.
You understand? That's where the Lord, you know what? And you know what? That's where the Lord dwells at, man. You understand? In them ghettos and, them barrios and, those reservations, man. You understand? That's where the Lord want to be, where the dust is, where the low is, the meek. You understand? The Lord said the meek shall inherit the earth. Right. Why is that? Because He sees the condition that we in. We very low right now. This is where we at in this world, in these times, man. You understand? Being low here in America is following this. You understand? A couple days later, it's all right. People be counting down, watching the ball drop. Right. You understand? Look at the idiot. It makes no sense to be very low. You understand? Knowledge is everything, man. The Lord is trying to bring us back, man. It's a lot, bro.
You got a question?
Right. When I was looking at it, it said the stranger that's within thee shall get up above thee very high. Like, to me, like that's Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying? A strange creature you don't know nothing about, just flying over people's houses, getting to your house, and anything like that, you know, just above thee very high. You know what I'm saying? We just go very low. We just go low to a spiritual state. You know what I'm saying? We just go low. We start begging for those Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying? While the stranger is above us very high. You know what I'm saying? That's like, to me, like, that was just like, yo, that's Santa Claus and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know what the problem is with that is that Black and Hispanic fathers, we are the ones who go out and work them 80-hour weeks and put them presents underneath that tree, and we give the credit to this devil here. See, the problem with that is that, like you said, brother, is that they start to get up very high. Your sons and your daughters start to look at him as the hero. He's the one who brought them gifts. He's the one who did all that, not my father. You understand? He's not the one who went out and worked. Santa Claus did it. He did it in his workshop and then came down my chimney. You understand? The problem with us is that Black and Hispanic, our kids look up to this devil the same way they look up to Seja Bourgier. You understand? He has blonde hair, blue eyes. So those devil's kids can look at this as a hero because their father looks like him. Their father looks like this devil. Our kids don't. So then they grow up to not respect their fathers, for one, and not respect Black and Hispanic people. They respect and love them more because they are Santa Claus. They are Seja Bourgier. They are Superman. They are Spider-Man. And your dad is the one who really did all the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that is heavy what you said. Go ahead, you know.
Okay. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
And that's what Officer Barzo was going into right now, is that our you know, this, we get all this money, right? But we don't do nothing with it.
Right.
You understand? Instead, we go and give it to the church, give it back to the oppressor with this stinking holiday. You understand? Give it to the drug dealer. You understand? All that whole credit, like America's built on credit. You understand? And they know how to manipulate this. It's built off your taxes. It's built off your credit, right? It's built off your credit line. That's why you need credit to go get a business, a business loan. You need to get a student loan to go in and do it. But they know how to use it. That's why they don't teach it in school. They don't teach you how to use credit in school because they want you to be in debt. They want you to be in debt. They're going to lend to you. They're going to give it to you at a high interest rate when the scripture says that for us as Israelites to not charge usury to one another. Right. You understand? And this is the exact reason why. It's because it's used to oppress people. Right. It's used to oppress people. Right. You keep people oppressed because they are in a extreme amount of debt to you. You understand? When our debt lies with Christ, you understand, because he died for us. You understand? But we worry about paying our student loan off first and then going and buying Christmas presents. You understand? So like that is very heavy right there, is that them lending to us. And it's just a coincidence, or is it the Bible that America is built off of lending? It's built off of credit because they lend to us, but we can't lend back to them. You understand? When they know, okay, they know how to use credit. So they get their business loan, they go and get their things, and then they put it into assets. They put it into assets, and all this assets is a passive income. And all this passive income comes in, they pay that off and still bring in income. When we go and get that debt for the student loan, and we just go to school because they tell us to grow up to be a doctor. So you're just going to school. You take that money, you don't do nothing with it except go to school. Now you're in debt for the rest of your life. When they take that money and they go and put it in assets, boom, 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 businesses, houses, real estate, and it's all passive income. So like, this is our life, like straight up and down, this is our life right here. They're lending to us and we don't lend back because it's a form of oppression. Go ahead.
He shall be the head and thou shalt be the tail.
Yeah, that's pretty much the fact of the matter. You understand? They're the head and we're the tail, man. We're the tail. You understand? The lower state of living, right? That's the end of the 7. Let's call up a war. All right, let's get the next 7 banged out. You go in. He's gonna let you know.
He say what y'all?
Do what?
He say what y'all?
Oh, it's 12. It's 12. Yeah. I mean, he was supposed to, but it's 12.
Hawar, ban yamyan, ban yasha'ala.
Award.
Bam,
Ban
bam,
Yamyan,
bam,
Ban Yashrala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua B'akatham.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakah. We're gonna take the next 7, if you don't mind, in the Hebrew. Part of getting these generational curses off of us, man, it seems small, but it's a very large thing to learn our language, man. Learn our language, you understand? Do as much as you can. That blue letter Bible app, man, use that. It's a tool. The devil put out tools, and he don't know that it's for his destruction. You know what I'm saying? That blue letter Bible, he thought he was doing something, but it's for his destruction, man. Like, use that thing. You understand? Use that. Go ahead, brother.
Where can I find that?
It's on the Play Store app, or if you have an Apple phone, go on the Apple. What is it called on Apple?
I don't have an Apple phone.
You have Android?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be the Play Store. All right. The Play Store, you go on there and you just download Blue Letter Bible, and it'll be on there. It'll give you all the Hebrew. It'll give you what the words mean. You understand? All of that. All right. We at verse 45.
Oh, 45?
Yeah.
Awa?
It's wa
After the 2 dots?
ba'awa. It's on the line with the 45.
You got a pen?
And then you see the 2 dots. Yep. Wait. Yep.
You need a pen.
You got it. Here you go.
Wa. Wa.
That's the ba.
Waba. R.
Wa ba'awa.
Waba. Awa. Ayla. Yun.
That's the ka.
Alayak. Ba. Kala.
Ka.
Kal. Hapa. Ha. Pal. Lawa. Laf. Hapalaf. Ha. La'a. Wada.
That's the ra. The next one is the da.
Warada.
Powak.
Pawak. Wahash. Wahashaya. Wahashaya.
Yiga.
Yagar.
Wak.
Wak. Aid.
Aid. Yep.
Aid. Hashum. Ya.
That's the da.
Hasha. Ma.
You had it right first. Hasham.
Hashum.
Dak.
Dak.
Yep.
Hashum Dak. Kaya. La'a.
Yep.
Shuma'if. Pa.
That's the ba.
Ba.
Bakwawal.
Bakwa Wo.
Yeah, that's the kwa.
Yahweh.
Oh,
Allah. Walahayak,
Yep. Most time correct.
Lashum, Lasha, Lasha, Lashaman,
Mar.
Lashamar,
Yeah, it's to watch. Shamar.
Shamar.
Yeah, to watch.
Lashamar, Ma'ai, Yath.
Hold on. That's the tazah.
Oh, that's a Taza'ai,
It would be matazah.
Ma Taza, Waf, Yor.
No.
Is it what?
That's the matazah wath
Mataza Waf,
yo wa.
Yawa.
Yep.
Ra,
Wa.
Waha.
That's the ka. You see how that's closed up?
Waha, Hataz,
Qua.
Kwa,
You had the first two, right?
Waka,
Yep. And then that's the qua.
Quath, Yun,
Yawa.
Yawa,
Mm-hmm.
what the Quath Yawa, Ashar,
That's the wa.
Tazawak.
Yep.
Wahaya,
Waha. Yawa.
Yahawaya,
No.
Yahawa,
No.
Yaha,
Ha.
Waha,
Yawa.
Yawa,
Yep.
Ka,
That's the ba.
Waka,
Bak.
Bak, La'a, Raf, La'a, Raf, Wala, Mar, Wala, Ma, Wa, Path,
Yeah. Yep. Correct.
Wa, Ka,
Oh, that's the ba.
Wabat, Taza,
Hold on. That's the za.
Za.
So it
Waba, Ta, Ba,
no. That's the wa baza
Wabaza, Ra'ai,
ka.
Ra'aika, Ida,
I'd. Yep.
Iwalum,
I will which means what?
Amoni,
No.
I,
Mm. It means like forever.
Sa,
This is verse what? 46? No, 47. Verse 47.
47, beginning of 47. Sa,
That's the ka.
Sahaka,
No.
Saka,
The ka. Yep.
Sakaf, Ashar, La'a, Ail, Ka,
Ba.
Gaf,
Ba.
Ibadath, Af, Yahweh, Alahayim,
Yak.
Alahayak, Basha,
Basham
Basham
Ka.
Ka. Wacha.
No, that's the first one was Waba.
Waba. Thor.
There's something we say all the time.
Wabath.
That's the ta, right? It's not the ma, it's the ta.
Wa. Bat.
So it'll be Waba to Wa.
Wabatwa.
Yep. It's good.
Lakaika. Lakaika.
La
La.
Bak.
Oh, Labak. Ka. Is that Labak?
It's La Bak. Yep.
Labak. Marwa.
Ra.
Maraf.
Ba.
No, Marab.
Yep.
Marab. Cow.
448.
I Kadaf.
Ba. Da.
I Badaf. Af.
Yep.
Af. Aya Ka.
Ba.
Aya Ba. Ya. Yan.
Ka.
That's not ending for the
No, that's the ending for the ka. The ending for the na, like I'll show you.
Aya Ka. Ya
That's
Ka.
a ba.
It says Aya Ba Ya Ka.
Hold on, I lost my place. Yep, ba yaka.
Aya Bayaka.
Yep.
Ashar Yashal Latha
Laka.
Yasha La
Laka.
Ka
No.
Nawa.
Yep. All right, most in Christ.
Yahweh. Ba Bun.
No, that's the ba. That's the ka.
Bak.
Bak. Yep.
Ka.
That's the ba again.
Ba. Bar I.
Ba.
Yep.
Yep.
Ba'ayab. Wa. Ba. Tiz. Waba. Tiz. Tiza.
Yep.
Tiza. Ma'a.
Ma.
Ma.
Yep.
Wab. Waba. Waba I. Ya. Wa.
Ra.
Ratha.
Rum.
Rum.
Yep.
Waba ha.
Ka.
Waba ka.
That's the sa.
Waba sa.
No. Waba ka.
Waba ka sa.
Sar.
Sar.
Yep.
Ba.
Ka.
Cow. Wana. Wanath.
Yeah, now that's the not. And you see the difference?
Kind. Wana. Thun.
Yep.
I'll. Bara. Tazal.
That's the za.
Ba. Bara.
He's sitting next to you.
Barazal.
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 He's sitting next to you, baby.
I'll. Tazara.
Rock.
Rock. Ka.
No, you had it. Rock.
Rock.
Yep.
Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Hasha. Maya.
Shum.
Hasham.
Yad.
Yad.
Wa.
Wa.
Af. Athak.
That's the ending ka.
Athak.
Let me see where we're going. We started at 45, right? 45, 50. So we're going to 52.
Yasha. Yahweh. Il. Yak. Na.
That's the God.
Gawa ya.
Go, yeah.
Gauya.
Yeah.
Kath.
It would be Marak.
Marakwa. Makwa Tazatha.
Yeah.
Tazak.
No, that's the ha. So it'd be Makwataza.
Kwataza. Hawa.
So the ha, right, at the beginning would be the, right? So the root word is the rest of the three. That's the ending to za.
So that's ha.
That's the ra.
Ha'ara.
Taza.
Taza. Ha'arataza.
It's the earth. Arataza, the earth.
Arataza. Bahashar. Ya. Yada af. Yada Habashar.
Nashar.
Nashar. That's a noun.
Yeah, that's the noun. You see the next one, the next letter you're gonna.
Nashar.
Yep. This is the ga. On the next one.
Gawaya.
Yep.
Ashar. La'a. Tash. Tha. Shamai. Tashamai. Lasha. Nawa. That's a noun.
Yep.
Lasha Nawa.
51.
Ba.
That's the ga again.
Gawaya. Ira.
Word.
50.
Isa.
Pa. That's the pa.
Yep.
Panyam. Ashar. La'a. Yasha.
Same word you just said.
Panyam.
Yep.
Panyam.
That's the za.
Latazak.
No, not taza. It was just the za. Like the za step.
Laza. Kwan.
Yep.
Wana.
That's the ra.
Wana. Iwa.
Ra. Yep.
La'a. Yaha. No. Ya.
So like I lost my place.
51. The end of 50. End of 50. I think. 42. That's.
Yahan.
Yahan.
Yep. So verse 51.
That's the beginning of 52 right here.
No, that's the beginning of 51. Right?
Wa'a.
I lost my place. So like
Wa'akau.
51. Okay.
Okay. Wa'akau.
Yep.
Paraya.
Yep.
Paraya. Kaha.
Ba.
Baha. Math.
Baham.
Baham.
Zaka.
Zaka.
Yep.
Waparya.
Yep.
Our.
Yeah. So it'd be
Adam.
Adam. Tak.
Fuck.
Yep.
Okay. Adam fuck. I'd Ashar, La'a, Yashar, La'a, Yasha'a, Yo. Yasha'a, Yard.
That's
Oh, okay. I see. So like I lost my place again. Yasha Ayar.
Yasha'ayar,
Mm-hmm.
Lacha, not
The gun.
the gun. That's the gun.
Yeah.
The gun. Saya Rawash.
Yep.
Waya Tazaha Hara.
So it'd be Waya Tazar.
Waya Tazar Shah
That's a ga.
Yashagar.
So Shago. Yep.
Allah Pa Yak.
Yep.
Wa Aishaf
Rough.
Raf.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah, that's it.
Taza'a no Taza'a
Knock.
Nak.
Mm-hmm.
Aid
Mm-hmm.
Ha Ah Ya Wa Ha Ba Ya Yad
Wa.
Af Ka
Athak. Verse 52. Wait, is that verse? No, this verse 52 right here.
verse 51.
Oh, that was okay. So it's Waf
Wahatazar.
Wahatazar La Lak
Lacha.
Laka Ban Baka
Bakal.
Bakal
Yep.
Sha'ira
Yak.
Yak.
Mm-hmm. Don't sound crazy. I'd.
Aid
Yep. Radath.
Hath
Hamath, yep.
Hamath Yaakov.
Hamath Yak.
Hamath Yak.
Hmm. That's a ga.
Haga
Ba.
Hagabath.
Yep.
Hagabath. Waha ba ta wabak wabak
Wahab.
Wahab
Cesar.
Tizar
Yath.
Yath
Hmm.
Ashar
Sure.
Atha Bath Batha
Ta.
Batha
Batak.
Batak Bath
Bahan.
Bahan
Yeah, that's
Bahan
the ending now.
Bakol Awa
Ara.
Arath Thak
Ratazak. Aratazak.
Aratazak. It's
Yep.
murder, right?
Hmm?
Ratazak is murder, kill. Ratazak.
I would have to look it up.
Murder or kill? Kill, right?
Yeah, we almost at the end. Laka.
Ratazak. Ratazak. Lach.
Laka.
Laka. Bakol. Sha'ai. Wayak. Bakal. Arathak.
Aratazak.
Aratazak.
Yep.
Ashar.
Hmm?
Nah.
No, that's the ta. So it's
Nathan.
Yeah, you see how that's a perfect
That's ending.
example. Yep.
Nathan.
The beginning end and the ending not.
Yahweh. Alahai Yak. Laka. Laka. The two dots. Laka.
That's in verse 52, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of the verse. All right, go ahead and take it in English.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 49th verse. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So this nation, the Lord will bring up against us. You understand? Oh wait, we didn't get verse. We stopped at verse 45 actually. We're at verse 45.
45 slide.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 45th verse. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
They shall pursue thee, man. It's like a something that's chasing you, man. You trying to run. This thing is still chasing you. It's pursuing you. Like you're running from the cops. What they call that? That hot pursuit. You understand? Trying to run away from the cops. And these curses, man, they're gonna pursue you. It don't matter who you are. You understand? Don't matter if you're Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, DMX, Tupac, Kobe. You understand? These curses are gonna come. Like that's a curse, man. To die right next to your daughter in a plane crash, man. It's a curse. It said, don't matter how rich that brother was, could not save him from that death.
Right.
You understand?
Shoot, wow, man. That's like you said, that hot pursuit, man. It's on your tail. It's on your bumper.
Right.
Ain't no way of getting away from these curses, man. People think getting money is supposed to put them in a better situation. It's a defense. We know that here. You understand? But what's meant for us is going to come. Ain't no moving to Africa,
Right.
trying to start your own civilization, thinking that you're going to find some secret. You understand? This still won't chase you. You understand? This is all spiritual. So like,
Yeah, like I see some, some nuts out there. They say, well, we gotta move to the wilderness. We gotta move to the wilderness and to avoid all this destruction, man. That's gonna chase you there. Because you know why? Because the same people that are here, that are incorrect, that are not corrected, are gonna move out there. And when they're out there in the wilderness, you understand, in dire hunger, because they haven't been changed on the inside, they're still gonna be the same people who out there and with you in the wilderness, and the murder, and it's gonna be worse because now nobody knows how to hunt. You understand? Nobody knows how to build a house. You understand? You thought it was bad when you put your big screen box outside and they came and robbed your house. Just wait till you're out there and you can't eat. You understand? You need to change what's inside you. You need to change the people first before you can think about getting out of anywhere. So that's why when people tell us, oh, you say come out of America, where are we gonna go? Nowhere, dum-dum. We're gonna stay here, but we're gonna take our spirit out of America.
Right.
Stop doing this. Oh, come on.
oh no, it's like, please.
No, just gonna say stop doing these things. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Hey, yeah, if I could, Shabar, matter of fact, young man, let me get the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 19. When you get it, you can just read it. You know, show you how it ain't no getting away from what the Lord got for me. To give you an example. You understand? Like trying to get away from captivity, trying to escape. People be trying to think they escaping death. Think you go to a goddamn fortune teller, try to figure out how to avoid your death, man. You understand? The Lord said everything will pass, man. You understand? It's a time to live, it's a time to die, it's a time to cry, it's a time to mourn. You understand? Be happy and all that. When it's time for the Lord to be on your bumper, He gonna get right on you, man. I'll show you how the Lord gonna get you. Go ahead, young man.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 19. Mm-hmm. As if a man did flee from a lion.
As if a man flees from a lion. Say you trying to, get away. You see a lion, what you gonna do? You gonna try to call it over and pet it, right? You understand? This is how the Lord telling you how.
Except you're an Edomite.
Except if you're an Edomite, you understand? You gonna try to, swindle it so you can try to put it on and wear a jacket or something. But us blacks and Latinos, we gonna get about it. You understand? Yeah. Read on.
And a bear met him.
And a bear met you. Hey, you got away from the lion. You understand? You found some way to get away from the lion. But then, boom. As soon as you get away from the lion, it's a bear looking at you in your face, man. You understand? Read on.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall.
See, so it's like say you get away from the bear. Some way niggas find a way to get away from stuff, man. You understand? You get away from the bear, catching your breath. Right? That's what you do. You catch your breath. You gotta sit down, chill for a little bit, right? But that time you put your hand down, you leaning on something. What's gonna happen? Read on.
And a serpent.
And a what?
And a serpent.
A serpent, man. You understand? What is a serpent? You understand? Them creatures, them crawling things, man. You understand? Don't forget, the Lord created all these things, man. Animals, this wind, this water, everything was created from the Lord. You understand? So how the Lord has this story laid out for our lives, you know what I'm saying? We read the Bible, everything, this is the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the author of this game we call life, man. You understand? It said that serpent, read on.
And a serpent bit him.
And now look, you ran away, you got away from the lion. You got away from the bear. As soon as you try to catch your breath, that serpent got you. You understand? These things gonna pursue us, man. It's just things this is how the Lord wants things to happen, man. When He say something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, man. There ain't no way of escaping. This is just basically saying it ain't no way of escaping this, man.
Right.
You understand? We're just trying to figure out, you find out a way to get away from the bear, you catch your breath, now the spider got you. You know what I'm saying? I probably would toe with the bear before I got bit by a spider, but hey, who knows, man? But this is how the Lord operates, man. Everything the Lord wants to happen, it will happen. These curses is going to pursue us. There ain't no figuring no way around, man. That's what those fake Israelites think they can do. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way, you understand, to do what God, is going to do later. You understand? Christians, they try to come together with these unity camps and all that, man. The Lord said there's one body, man. He's here in one place, man. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K is where the Lord established the truth. So anybody else trying to figure out a way to get around something, the Lord said, look, this is what's going to happen, man. You understand? These curses going to pursue. You know what I'm saying? Until we find out that we Israelites, we don't even realize we cursed anyway. You understand? We think it's a regular day. You understand? But we really suffering from curses. It's not no victim of your circumstance. We're not that. You understand? We're Black, Latinos, Native American, God's chosen favorite people. You understand? This is the reason why we in punishments. We in captivity. We are suffering under the hands of the oppressor. You understand? It's not no, oh, no, man, my bills. No, it's because you're a nigga. Because you're Latino. You understand? That's the reason why we in this situation. Because these things pursue us. And there ain't no way of getting around it, man. So,
yeah, and like the scripture says, man, like the Lord, he kills, he makes alive. And there's nobody that can deliver out of his hand. You understand? Like Officer Barr's always bringing out, man, you running away from the lion, you're going to meet the bear. And then you turn away from the bear, you're going to get bit by that snake. You understand? And like, it's just these curses, man, they pursue us. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And overtake thee.
They're going to overtake us, man. Like, imagine, somebody running after you, pinning you down and holding you down. They overtook you. You understand? The Lord is liking these like how the cops come, they come and tackle you down, and they're pursuing you first, tackle you down, put you in handcuffs, restrain you, and now you're overtaken. This is the same way that the Lord is describing these curses, man. Is that somebody is chasing after you, tackle your butt down, and handcuff you down and pinning you down with their knee on your neck. You know what I'm saying? Till you die, till you destroy. Go ahead.
Till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
That's why. You understand? Because you don't listen, man. Because you don't listen. You, like Jeremiah was bringing up, you adhere to the traditions of man instead of obeying the commandments of God. That's why. Go ahead.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
So I just want to show a little something right there, right? How the Lord said it'll be on your children forever. Like, obviously, that's how the Lord talks. You understand? Like, because you're gonna see in the future, right? This is a little sidebar. How people will say, "Well, the Lord said He cut off Israel forever." He's not talking about forever, dum. He's just that's how we talk. You understand? He said these curses will be on your children forever, but obviously we can break these curses. Right. We can stop them. We can start telling our children, "Don't do Christmas. Don't eat pork. Don't do this. Don't do that." You understand? Right. So the Lord, when He says forever, it's like us. We say, "Man, I've been waiting for this bus forever." You understand? It's not really forever. You've just been there a long time. That's just a quick sidebar. Go ahead.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Who?
Thine enemies.
So the Lord said we're going to serve our enemies, man. So don't get it twisted out here. These people are not your friends. You understand? They like to, say, get over it. You understand? I wasn't there. Well, we know reincarnation is real. They were there, okay? First of all, they were there, okay? But they want to, try and befriend you. But like it says in Ecclesiasticus, man, never trust your enemy, man. Because he will just try and smile in your face so he can get in your seat. So he can put you up under his foot. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
In want of some things.
All things.
So there's this nut, right, at camp. He's always telling us, you understand, oh, you live in the white man's country. You eat his food, you drink his food. Like, come on.
Right.
We have to. We have no choice. We're slaves here. You understand? We have to go to him in want of all things, man. You want your life like I always like to bring up. Our brothers, you understand, of the tribe of Gad, Issachar, Asher, all of us, you understand, here in the northern kingdom, we had this country. You understand? This was our land, right? And these devils came from afar. They overtook us. They pursued us and overtook us. They stole our land, stole our natural resources when we used to drink the water for free. You understand? From the rivers. We used to hunt the buffalo for free. We used to pitch our tent for free. Everything for free. Free. You understand? And now we have to pay the devil to live here. We have to pay the devil to eat here. We have to pay, like, who gave him the right? That's why the scripture says the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Like, who did he pay for to own the, you know, everything?
Right.
To own the air, you got to pay for the air. You got to pay for the water. Like, who did he pay for that? You understand? But the earth was given into his hands. You understand? Because why? Because we didn't hearken unto the Lord, man. We didn't listen. We didn't care about what our God said. We cared more about our stinking traditions, man. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And that yoke of iron it was actual, but now it's figurative. You understand? Like these yokes of iron is oppression, man. It's Stockholm syndrome. It's Christianity of saying we should love everybody. You understand? That's all a yoke of iron. That's a heavy weight on our neck. But the Lord said, "Cast your burden upon me." You understand? And He'll be our peace, our rest.
Right.
Read on.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Until he has destroyed you. You understand? Because this destruction ain't coming from the so-called oppressor, man.
Right.
It ain't coming from him. You understand? Imagine an army full of Mike Tysons, Muhammad Ali's, Cesar Chavez, an army full of us, right? And imagine how terrifying that army is. You don't want to face Mike Tyson alone. Imagine a whole army of them. You understand? Cesar Chavez, that brother went, 100 fights undefeated? 100 fights undefeated, this brother.
You're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose. You understand? But it's because this destruction don't come from the oppressor, man. It comes from the Most High.
Right.
Read on.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fly.
Now we know, their symbol has always been the eagle. Germany, Rome, here in America. You understand? They are like they have a Eagle One. They call the president, right? Eagle One, right? That's what they call him. When they fly in their jets, the Eagle. The spaceships. So we know who the eagle represents. The eagle represents America. Read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And we didn't understand English. That's why we read the Lashwan Kutashir. That's why we read our natural language, man. Because this is what we understood. It was through oppression that we understand English now.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Like they'll murder us no matter what. You seen that video where they pulled the older lady, threw her on the floor? Remember that? Threw her on the floor, man. And just sat on her and stuff. Like they'll kill us no matter what age we are. You understand? They don't care. They're just murderers, like I said, murderer from the beginning, a liar from the beginning. You understand? And they have a fierce countenance against us. You understand? A fierce countenance is like the hatred look. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Like they can't see you in their neighborhoods. You understand? Like I saw a video the other day. There was two young brothers going to go play basketball with some little devil kids. They're there in their neighborhood. They was invited by the little kids. You understand? To go play. These devils came out and said, y'all are in the wrong neighborhood. Y'all don't belong here. And they started, you understand? Like, they don't care. I watched a video the other day also, this young sister, man. She was like 12 years old. 12 years old. Like, a fight broke out in her school. She took out her camera because it's perfectly legal to take out your camera and video anywhere. She took out her camera and started videoing because the teachers did something on that video. They took her into a place, a secluded place, told her that she needs to delete the video or she was going to get arrested and expelled from school. She said, no, I don't have to. And then she was like, I just want to go home to my mom. She started trying to go home to her mom. The cops slammed her on the floor, jumped on her back and put handcuffs on her for a video, which she was perfectly legal to do. They don't care about your kids, man. Just look at Trayvon Martin, Emmett Till, man. They will kill your kids no matter what. They used to feed our kids to alligators, man. Like, that's a ruthless devil. You understand? Ruthless. Read on.
Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Right? I mean, it's a law, right? That you would leave the corners of your fields, and it's for the poor, you understand? But they're not going to do that. They're going to take everything, you understand? And if you can't pay for it, if you can't pay for all that stuff, they're going to throw it in the garbage. You see it every day, McDonald's.
Right.
When they could go take that stuff and just go give it to the poor. You understand? Nobody would be hungry. Nobody would want. Imagine if all of our stomachs was full. The poor out there, the people who are struggling, if their stomachs were full, that'd be one less reason to go out and try and kill somebody.
Right.
And most people go out and kill or steal because they're hungry. And McDonald's just throws that mess away. You understand? That's why we have them laws. And then in the kingdom of heaven, we would have them laws to establish that people wouldn't be hungry, even if they're devils. Even if they're of the other nations, they would be able to eat. You understand? That's what them laws is there for. That was the end, right?
52, sorry.
Oh, 52? Okay, good.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down.
That's why Jeremiah 14:2 says, man, our gates languish, man. Our gates languish. I forgot who brought this up. I think it was you. There's a gate, right? Like, you have a gate. We've all seen these in the hood. You have a gate around, right? But there's one spot where the gate is like pushed down to the floor because people have stepped on it. You know what I'm saying? You could just go over to the gate, or it's pulled out and you can get in. You know what I'm saying? You get in. That's a weak gate, man. Like, you might as well tear the whole damn gate down because that gate is worthless. There's a big old hole right there. And that's why the scripture says in Jeremiah 14:2, our gates languish, man, meaning destroyed, meaning brought down. Our protection. A gate is meant to protect the things that are inside, to keep your goods inside and to protect it and to keep things outside, the things you don't want in. Right. But when your gates languish, man, that means anybody can come in and just take from you. That's why the Lord calls us the sheep. You understand? Because people can just come and devour us. All nations could come and devour us because of our weak leadership. You understand? Read on.
Wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy power hath given thee.
All right, that's the end. All right, any questions in the room? Any questions online? We're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Checking online, sir. No questions online, sir.
All right.
No questions online, sir.
All right. Any questions in the room? I know, brother, you wanted some scriptures on the Trinity.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and let's see. We might have to actually.
That's a pretty good breakdown.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to hold off on that one because it's a long. I mean, I'll just paraphrase him, right? So Christ goes up to pray, right? He tells the disciples, sit here and pray. He goes up, right, before he's about to die. And he says, I'm going to go up and pray. He goes up and prays to the Most High, and he tells the Most High, look, if possible, let this cup pass from me. The cup he's about to drink, right, is death. It's him being murdered, right? And he knows the horrible way and the way he's going to be murdered, right? So he asks and he's praying to the Most High, right? He says, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. But if not, thy will be done. Because it was the Most High God's will that Christ died for his nation. So if he was God, right, it would be his will. It would be Christ's will. You understand? And he said, if you can see, he didn't really want to die. He not that he didn't want to die, but he of course, anybody who knows they're gonna die has fear in their heart. You understand? But he said, nevertheless, thy will be done, because it was his will that he don't die. It was Christ's will that he don't die. So if he was God, then he would not he would have not died, because he didn't want to, he was scared. But it was the Lord's will. So what he do, he went through with it, right? He went through with with him being sacrificed, because it was the Lord's he followed his orders like any good soldier. You understand? And in Hebrews 2:16, it says, you understand, that he would be a faithful high priest. This is why he came, you understand, to be tempted and to die for the sins of the nation, so that he can be a high priest in things pertaining to God. That he would be a faithful and merciful high priest, but not God. He would be a high priest in things pertaining to God. So if, let's say, I'm a high priest, or let's just say, for instance, right, I'm a high priest in things pertaining to God. I'm not God, right? But I'm a priest in things pertaining to God. You know what I'm saying? So he's always putting a difference between him and God. He even says, if they that believe in the things that I say, then they will believe in the one who sent me, because he's the one being sent. If you are one being sent, then there's a sender that's sending the person being sent. So I mean, you can find this all over the scriptures, where he puts a difference between him and God. You know what I'm saying? You can go and look up my page on well, not my page, the school trend classes, right? I have a breakdown in on the YouTube and on the Facebook. So it'd be I.S.U.P.K trending, right? There's a breakdown on the Trinity in there, and you can go and look that up. I have all the scriptures laid out. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like Jeremiah Hyman, he'll break it down clear as day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and those scriptures, like I said, they're on that class. All right. So let's go ahead and end it with that. I imagine just a man up here. All right. Go ahead. Hold on. All right, sir. If you don't mind, get the horn to blow. Imagine, men of Israel, we're going to line up to salute the Torah. All right.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Yah.
Torah. I'm gonna walk you through it. All right, so you want to stand at Amazon Shabbat, right? Amazon, which means to come down. Barak, stretch out your hand, touch the Torah. Repeat after me. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim,
Bahashim,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shai,
Barak,
Barak,
Yah.
Yah.
What we said was, in the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless me. That's what you said. All right, next person up.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Right. Sar, which means turn to face the east. Right.
Right. We're gonna send up these prayers. Oh, all right, we're gonna send up these prayers. All right. Always remember, these are the things we pray for, man. Like we don't pray like the hypocrites. You understand? We don't pray for no Merry Christmas. We don't pray for no hitting the lottery or no Christmas gifts. We pray for the destruction of America.
Right.
That's right. All right. So, Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratizayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Maharatiza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nadalanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Masalak now, Kabawat now. Kasalak now. Kabawati now. Wala'ah. Abi'ai now. Banasaya word. Above. Our shy now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. I will love you. Amun.
We said in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So big.
The prayer for the power, the Hakak in Hebrew. Yahweh. Hashem Yahshua. Baba Kasho. Ladalanaw. Hakak. Harapa'ah. Kalmakala. Kalmadawo. Hakak. Lataho. Amatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwiya. Hamatya. Hakak. Al-Rakawa. Hatama'ala. Gershud. Hashem Yahshua. What armor?
We say it in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
So be it.
The prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh. Hashem Yahshua. Barak Lanaw. Vayashral. Wahabayah. Sapori. Barak. Hashem Yahshua. What armor?
What we said in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahshua.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Atazba'a.
Watakaba'a.
Alawak Yohanna.
Alawak Yohanna.
Ha Alawak you.
Alawak you.
Ha Sarunyu.
Asaranya.
Akwata Zayanyu.
Akatayanya.
Akaya Yanyu.
Akayayanya.
Waha Akwatyu.
Alawak you.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Waramun.
We said in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Mike.
And Mike.
And the angels.
Yeah.
Commanding General Yohanna.
Commanding General Yohanna.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
Officer.
The troop.
The troop.
And the sister.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And they be Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Hey. So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Al-Hahoriya. Ma'ayud. Yaba'ah. I.S.O.R.Y. Ma'ayim. Yahweh. I.S.H.A. Shamayub. Wa'aratza. Al-Yatun. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanabod. Shamorka. Anna. La'ah. Yanabod. Wala'ah. Yayashud. Shawamor. Yashar Allah. Yahweh. Shamorka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yud. Yamyunka. Yawamod. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakayaka. Liar rock. Balaya love. Yahweh. Yashamorka. Makal road. Yashamor. Afna Pashka. Yahweh. Yashamor. Taza Afka. Babawa'aka. Mayatub. Wa'ay Awalum.
We say in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
Will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold. He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth
Shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth.
This time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashkwat.
Al. Kayahanna.
Kayahanna.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahamud.
Yahamud.
Yawud.
Yawud.
Ra'at.
Ra'at.
Almaka.
Almaka.
Yarayamwa.
Yarayamwa.
Sawadad.
Sawadad.
Wayatad.
Wayatad.
Ya'ai-Tazawad.
Ya'ai-Tazawad.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Kalwa.
Kawawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yasako.
Yaakov.
Sham Yashrala.
Show me Yeshua.
I will do.
I will do.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Our eye has a wall.
I touch the wall.
Waba.
Waba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Aliyaka.
Aliyaka.
Maria.
Maria.
Yakarafwa.
Yakarafwa.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Arawam.
Ayawam.
Wayashimay.
Ayashimay.
Aliyam.
Aliyam.
Mama Abba.
Mama Abba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabo.
Gabo.
Waima Wood.
Waima Wood.
Waima Lot.
Waima Lot.
Halashak.
Halashak.
I'm Yeshua.
I'm Yeshua.
Tazawad.
Tazawad.
Gamashawad.
Gamashawad.
Alawad.
Alawad.
I mum.
Mum.
Ayawad.
Ayawad.
Darawad.
Darawad.
The Bunyalawat.
The Bunyalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalahub.
Aishalahub.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasayah.
Kasayah.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Bayabyan.
Bayabyan.
Banako.
Banako.
Bayashwa.
Bayashwa.
Ashamadwa.
Ashamadwa.
Ayud.
Ayud.
Da'arud.
Da'arud.
Ayawad.
Ayawad.
Gaman.
Gaman.
La Datma.
La Datma.
Shayatamwa.
Ayawamwa.
Nadiyamwa.
Ayawamwa.
Kaibrod.
Kaibrod.
Because of Ba.
Because of Ba.
Because of Bak.
Because of Ba.
Katazalmanur. Ka'ash. Yaba'ara Ya'ara. Kalabah. Kalahat. Hariyah. Khan. Haradakma. Wasa'arika. Wabasah. Lapatka. Kabahalub. Mala'ah. Hanyahum. Malawud. Ayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawah. Yabashwa. Ayabahawa. Ayakapurwa. Ayabadwa. Ayadaiwa. Ayathur. Shamka. Yahawah. Labadka. All your word. Oh, Kaharatazah.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumble.
thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
Have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
At the name of Israel.
At the name of
May
Israel.
be no more remembrance.
Maybe no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one
They
consent.
are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of
Moab.
And
And Hagrid.
Gabor.
Ammon.
And
And
Amalek.
Amalek. Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
You want to select it. Asor is also joined with them.
Asor is also joined with them.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Who unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to serve.
As to serve.
As to bed.
As to Jabez.
Brook keep saw.
At the brook of Kishon.
Perish at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
Became as dung for the earth.
They came as dung for the earth.
Make their numbers like Oreb.
Make their nose like a red.
And like Zedek.
And like Zion.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As a buck.
As a buck.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to
The
ourselves
houses of Yahweh.
the houses of Yahweh.
And possess.
And possess.
Oh my power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as a flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy
And
tempest.
make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
Forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know
that
thou,
whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
The Most High.
The Most High.
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sar, which means to turn. Your Shabbat sisters, y'all can be seated. You understand? Like, don't ever let somebody tell you it's not righteous for the destruction of America, man. King David literally said, make them as dung of the, we all know what dung is, right?
Shit.
Yeah, so you know, and he was praying that these nations are like just dung on the earth, and that's the same thing we pray for, that America just be turned into dung on the earth. You understand? So, his Shabbat sisters can be seated. Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, Barak, Yahweh, Yachim Ta, Sar, turn and face the sisters. Sisters, Imajim. All right. Your Imam Shabbat is going to be your feet at a 45-degree angle, your right hand clasped over your left, your head bowed and covered. When we say the salute, you're going to smite your chest. You understand? You're going to say the salute back. All right. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatam Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Yakim Ta, Sar, class dismissed.
You want to be anointed?
Come on, cousin.
Anybody want to be anointed? All right, let's see the Lord. Want to be anointed? Or
Come on, cousin.
step down.
You take the lead, sir.
You got it.
Jerk state.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I didn't click it, sir.
Well, stop. Shamar, would you like to be anointed? Pour it out, man.
Yeah, man. It's good for you.
Yeah, man. Like Swaggy, Moses, brother. Aaron, they drenched Aaron in oil.
They did that to me. They went, wow.
Yeah,
I was like this. Out at camp, I was like this. This shit was just going down. I was like, dang.
Both sides Christ. That's the way to do it, man. Right. Swag.
All right. So just a minute up here. Repeat after me. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yashamorka.
Yashamorka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyawa. Alika.
Alika.
Ayakunka.
Ayakunka.
Yashaya.
Yashoya.
Yahweh.
Yashoya.
Hanyawa.
Pandu.
Alika.
Alika.
Yashamika.
Yashamika.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Mapud.
Mapud.
Magud.
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 Go ahead. Let's start over.
Award.
Award.
Award. Award. Award. The bell. The bell. The bell. The bell. Shabar Zaki. Shabar Zaki. Shabar Zaki. Shabar Zaki.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Bashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Wadaman.
Wadaman.
All right, what we said is Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, shall bless, heal, shield, and protect all these brothers. You understand? All right, class dismissed.
Damn, Santa.